people will not easily move out together. Then say encourage citizens of the country, encourage what we call citizens, say of a country to look for jobs, say for jobs abroad. So this definitely will encourage what they call the citizens of a country to basically look for jobs abroad because of these agreements. Together, team. If you're together, then you just give it a yes. If we are together, then we give it a yes. So what are some of the countries, VMM, switch off the video. What are the countries, some of the countries that Kenya basically have what we call a double taxation agreement with? What are some of the countries that Kenya basically have what they call the double taxation agreement? What are some of the countries that basically Kenya has what they call a double taxation agreement? For sure, United Kingdom, Kenya has what's called a double taxation agreement. We have India. We have what we call the East African Community, that is Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, and Southern Sudan. We also have Sweden. These are some of the countries that basically Kenya has what we call a double taxation agreement. And the essence of those agreements, we've talked about the objectives of those agreements on this particular. So I want to talk about what we call conditions to be met. Conditions to be met. We'll say to be met. We'll say in order to qualify, in order to basically qualify for what we call for double taxation relief. So we have what we call conditions to be met in order to qualify for what we call the double taxation relief. Then in order to qualify for relief, the certain conditions that must basically be the certain conditions that we understand that must basically be met in order to qualify. What are these conditions that basically must be met in order to qualify for what we call double taxation relief? What are these conditions that must be met? So in order to qualify, tax must have been paid in other countries altogether. If you're Kenyan, the tax must have been paid in other countries. So the first one, we say the tax must have, we say, been paid. The tax must have been paid in that, we call it other country. The tax must have been paid in that other country. On income, we say subjected to what we call to double taxation. On that income that are basically subjected to double taxation, that the tax must have been paid to that other country, basically on that income that we understand is subjected to double taxation. Number two condition will basically say that double taxation relief, double taxation relief, we say should not exceed. So what we call the double taxation relief should not exceed what we call the tax payable in what we call in the home country. But the double taxation relief should not exceed tax paid in the home country on income subjected to double taxation, on the income that we understand is subjected to double taxation. In most of the questions, you'll always find that the tax on other countries is lower. Are we together? As compared to the same income subjected to, as compared to the same income subjected to taxation in Kenya. Together, team, we respond with a yes. If you're together. Are we together? So the third, there must be what you call the double taxation relief policy. There must be double taxation. There must be what you call the double taxation double taxation relief policies, say in the country. There must be what you call double taxation relief policy in the country. There must be what you call the double taxation relief policy, and we understand in the country. Then we say we have 4 that we call time limit. Time limit. Number 4, we understand the time limit of making the claim, of making what you call the claim, of making claim. We say for a relief, time limit for making a claim of relief is usually we understand 6 years since the tax payable, was paid in what's called, was payable in that other country, was payable in that other country in relation to income, in relation was 6 years since the tax payable was paid in other country, in relation, we'll say in relation to double taxation, in relation to what we call double taxation, in relation to what's called the double taxation. Those are conditions in order for one to qualify for what we call the double taxation relief. We respond with a yes. Together. We respond with a yes if you're together on those conditions. We give it a yes if we are together. 𝐎𝐿𝐶𝐒, are we together? I'll say it on those conditions in order for one to qualify for double taxation relief. The tax must have been paid in that other country on income subjected to double taxation. There must be double taxation relief policy. And we basically said that the double taxation